right, um, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the session. Good afternoon. The TD Markets Academy Trading Room. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are well. We're gonna get right into it. Let's just make sure that everyone is sorted. Yeah. All right, so just making sure that everyone is sorted. If you're joining us for the first time, we've got trading rooms from the morning all the way through to the evening. All right, if you want to open up an account with us, our website is tdmarkets.com. tdmarkets.com. All right, let's see. Is everyone also experiencing a soft volume? Is my volume soft, guys? Is everyone experiencing the same thing as well? Okay, so let's just check the volumes. How's the volume now? Is it still soft? All right, I believe the volume should be good now. Should be good. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, great stuff. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. So as I was saying, if you want to open up a trading account with us, our website is tdmarkets.com. It is on the chat. If you scroll up on the chat, you'll see all the details, right? All the details. We've got these trading rooms from the morning right up to the evening. So don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and let's go for it. Let's go. All right. So we've obviously been looking at the charts in the previous sessions. Showed you guys my direction, what I'm looking at. You know, nothing has changed in terms of that. All right. So whenever I look for direction, whenever I give you guys direction, I give you direction that's gonna go on for as long as it does. All right. So if some of you guys are new and don't know how I operate, I'm just gonna let you guys in on that, right? Whenever I give you guys direction, that direction is gonna play out for weeks. So for instance, let me just make an example. I'm gonna make an example with the yen pairs. All right, I'm gonna make an example because we have been following the yen pairs for a long time. So for instance, if you look at the CAD yen, right, we've been bullish on the CAD yen since these lows. All right, we've been bullish on the CAD yen since these lows, and it's been how many weeks now, right? It's been basically 4 weeks. The market has been going up for 4 weeks. You see, we still expect CAD yen to continue pushing up. So it hit 116. So now we are waiting for it to hit 117. Our first target was 116, now 117. All right. So yeah, so that's what we're following. Euro yen, the same thing. All right. So yeah, but So my point is things have not changed. Let's have a look at what the dollar has been doing. There we go. Euro USD still going down. Still going down. You know, you will just look for your setups here, guys. You'll just look for your setup. Once you get your setups, you'll be good to go. For me, there's no setups here. All right. As you can see, there are no setups. I've been holding the short since when? Yeah, you know, another thing, if you look at Euro USD, you know, I told you guys that Euro USD is going to drop when it was here. And that was, I think, the second week of July. I think the second week or the first week of July. So it's been dropping ever since. So the focus was just to short this pair. All right. To short this pair. GBP USD, the same thing. GBP USD have been in a short since these lows. I mean, since these areas has been going down. All right. So just to reintroduce myself, this is who I am, you know. Just to reintroduce myself, this is who I am. So guys, before we get started, all right, we've been promising you guys the academy, right? We've been telling you guys of what's coming. So an email is going to be sent to everyone as long as you've opened an account with us. An email is going to be sent through to confirm that, hey, look, the new academy, TD Markets Academy 2.0 is now live. All right, it's now live. The TD Markets 2.0 is live. All right, so get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. The education classes are going to resume. You should be getting an email to confirm that. And from that point on, we'll give you guys, wait, what is going to happen after that? So there's going to be an email that's going to come through sometime today, if not tomorrow. And then after that, I forgot what's going to happen after that, but Academy Education is now live. The email is going to come through. We've got new login details. So the login details that you guys have, they've been removed, completely removed. We've got new login details. So stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. We are going for the kill. We are going for the kill. All right. So the new Academy 2.0 is live. Just stand by for the confirmation email. And whatever you see here, whatever you see us do here, you guys will have the opportunity to learn how we're doing it. Right? Anyway, let me come back. So the dollar, we've been buying the dollar. All right. So Euro USD is, where is it now? My Euro USD has disappeared. Okay, there we go. So Euro USD, we've been shorting Euro USD. We still believe that there's still some more downside on Euro USD. All right. So this one hasn't changed. Of course, you will look for your setups. There might be a big correction here. All right. GBP USD, the same thing. Still looking for shorts. So you will just go ahead and look for your setups. Right. There is a trading opportunity. You will just go ahead and look for your setups. All right. And then the euro pound, nothing has changed. We are still swinging this one. All right. So this direction, guys, is going to continue for, I don't know for how long it's going to continue. Right. That's why we're going to monitor this each and every week, each and every day. It's going to continue. So the only thing, the only new analysis we've done is gold and silver, expecting gold to go down, right? As long as gold does not break above this zone. You know, I've drawn this zone for a reason. All right. I'm not going to say what the zone is. You can see that it's bouncing from that zone. So as long as gold does not break the zone, then momentum to the downside is still there. Right? It's going to go back to this zone. It's coming back to this zone or break this zone and go to the low. But from where it is, it's going back to this zone. If it breaks this zone, we're going back to 3940. You see how it is? Yeah, so gold, I'm not in gold right now because I don't have a setup. I don't have an entry, right? According to my entries, gold has not given me an entry. But that doesn't mean for you it will not form, right? So just look for your setups there. Unfortunately, there's no entry for me according to my system, yeah? So gold, one more push down. Silver, the same. Silver, we've got the same thing, all right? Let me just have a look at the daily on silver. Yeah, silver still looks bearish. The structure is still bearish. So this one, it should not, we shouldn't even struggle with this one, yeah? We shouldn't even struggle with this one. I just wanna check something here quickly. Yeah, we shouldn't struggle with this one. It should be going back down to, well, first of all, that 54.7, according to structure, should be going down to 54.7. But you guys can also have your TPs along the way, yeah? Your TPs along the way. Yeah, your TPs along the way. So silver still also bearish. Unfortunately, I don't have an entry on this one, but it should be bearish, right? Coming back down to this zone here. All right. There's a reason why I'm mentioning this zone. Some of you guys might know what this zone is. I'm not going to say what this zone is, but there's a reason why I'm mentioning this zone, right? Price came back to test the very same zone. So according to the structure, we're anticipating price to go back to the zone. Once it breaks the zone, then it should lead us down to 54.7. That's where it should lead us down to. Yeah, so it seems like for today, gold and silver, they are going to be the movers for today. They're going to be the winners for today. All right. But now we also need to be aware of the interest rates. All right. They're coming out. No rate change. We're not expecting any changes of the interest rates. So this should be good for the dollar. This should be okay for the dollar. The dollar is pricing in that possibility of the interest rates right now. So if there's going to be any changes to the dollar, we'll sit down, reanalyze, and see, right, what's going to happen if there's going to be any changes. But as it is now, yeah, the dollar is still strong as it is right now. So gold, expecting gold to push down and silver to push down. So for today, I think these are the movers for today, guys. Gold and silver are the movers for today. I don't think, well, GBP USD also, there could be a trade, an opportunity. Euro USD, let's see, I don't think so. USD JPY, let's have a look. USD JPY broke out. So USD JPY also, there should be a trade as well. It broke out, right? There should be a trade as well. The yen pairs are correcting, so nothing on the yen for today, right? Nothing on the yen for today. They are correcting. Like I said, NASDAQ, I don't think it's gonna be ready for today. US 30 could be ready, but NASDAQ, I don't think it's gonna be ready for today. All right. Okay, we're gonna talk about the oil just now. All right, so I think the movers for today, guys, right? For today, I'm not gonna give you guys a lot of charts, but silver, gold. Let me do this. Gold is gonna be a mover for today. Silver, the same thing, but let me do this. So we've got gold here, we've got silver here. I said GBP USD as well, right? GBP USD could be another mover for today. And USD JPY. USD JPY, a mover for today. So you've got gold. So you guys will choose your poison, yeah? We've got a buffet here. You will choose your poison. You will choose your poison. All right. So we have gold, silver, GBP USD, USD JPY. There we go. There we go. All right. So in terms of the oil, guys, the oil, obviously, you know, the situation in the Middle East, you know, one day you get articles that says, hey, there's a peace talk. And the next day you get articles that say, hey, look, things are rough. You know, they continue their attacks and all of that. I mean, yesterday and Monday, right? There was a few articles claiming that there's a peace talk and all of that. And then today you see new articles that say, hey, look, things are rough. Things are back to square one. So you see, with the oil, you can never really confirm what's going to happen in the Middle East. And it's okay. You don't have to confirm. You don't have to know what's going to happen. But what you need to understand is, if you're trading the oil, like I told you guys the last time, I think on Monday I was with you guys, and I told you that if things don't change, the oil is going to continue going up. The reason why price fell here, it was because of the rumors. I would like to call them rumors. It's because of the rumors saying, hey, look, there's peace talks. Iran and the US have been engaged in talks and they are positive. That's what they said, positive. All right, positive. So that's why we saw a push towards the downside here. But still, I told you guys that, look, I'm not really buying this story. For me, as long as things don't change, I'm still anticipating the oil price to go up. So from a technical standpoint, you see where price is, what price is doing right now. This would be a buy opportunity from a technical standpoint. All right, this would be a buy opportunity from a technical standpoint here. By anticipating we're gonna go back up either to close this gap, either all the way to, is it 91.5, or back to this high, back to that high. You see how it is. So yeah, so if things don't change, if they still continue with their attacks, we're likely gonna see the oil prices go up. We're likely going to see the oil prices go up, right? So at this point, I'm not trading oil at the moment. My focus is on the dollar, the yen. My focus is on the dollar, the JPY, and the pound. This is where my focus is at the moment. All right. This is my focus at the moment. The yen is retracing right now. The dollar is strong. The yen is retracing. The pound is weak. The pound is weak. You see how it is. That's where I am at the moment. Yeah, so just keep an eye on the Middle East conflict, because that's what's moving the oil right now. Watch Bloomberg. Bloomberg has good analysis, and you know, watch Bloomberg, and then you should be sorted. Good afternoon, King. Welcome back. Good afternoon. All right, let's have a look. You are looking at Euro odd. Let's see. No, this is pound odd. Let me open up. Okay, there we go. That's Euro odd. All right. Okay, before I get to your position, let me just do the analysis on my own, and then we'll get to your position. All right. Okay. Let me do this quickly here. Da, 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 da. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, here's the structure. Okay, so how I would look at US, sorry, this is Euro AUD. How I would look at Euro AUD is, I can see that we've come back down to this low. We've come back down to that low from this high. All right, so the structure here was bearish. Okay, now I see what's happening now. Let me just, okay, now I see what's happening. Let me do this. All right, so it seems like there is bullish momentum on Euro odd. I don't think this bullish momentum is going to carry on for a long time. What I see is this push towards the upside, right? Unless it breaks above this, unless it breaks above, let me put a price there. Unless it breaks above 1.65, unless it breaks above that, this is nothing but a retracement of this push down. All right, retracement of this push down. So we are already on the 38.2. Just be aware of this 50 and 61.8, right? Especially 61.8. If you're holding a buy, just be aware of the 61.8. Looking at where price is coming from, especially from the weekly structure. Right? It comes from this zone. I'm not going to mention what this zone is, but that's where we're getting the sort of like, I don't want to say a reversal, but a rebound. All right. So from here, just look at that 50 and 61.8 of the FIB. It seems like that's where we're going. Because we still have this situation. You see how we have a new low here. We've got a new low here. So there's a few possibilities we can get from here, right? There's a lot of possibilities that I see. One of the possibilities is this thing is trying to create something like this. One of the possibilities where we may see it trying to give us another high, right? As one of the possibilities. Another possibility is it's going up to 61.8, and then we'll see what sort of price action we get there. So if you're holding a buy, just be careful of that 61.8, all right? And then you said you are holding a buy at 1.636. 636. Okay, I don't know your reasons for the buy, but if your system told you to put a buy there, then you should have your stop loss and take profits as well, yeah? So for me 163, let me see. For me 163 it's not where I would enter, right? Unless there's a correction. So you see right now, price just went up and broke up, right? So that 1.636 was somewhere here. So this is not where I would have entered myself, right? Rather, I would have waited for a correction first. So that correction, if it forms, it could still go down to 1.63. It could do that, but I would wait for the correction. So yeah, so just be careful of that 50 and the 61.8. My target would be on this area. That's where my target is. If I was to buy this, I'm not looking at buying this. I'm actually looking at shorting this, right? I'm actually looking at shorting GBP AUD, Euro AUD, right? As for the buys, I'm not really looking at that, but I can understand with the lower time frames why you bought this. Yeah. So if it corrects, then it's gonna give us one more leg back to that 5061.8 there, and then that's where my setup would complete. All right. Yeah, so that's what I see on the lower time frames, but on the higher time frames, this thing for me is still bearish. So you are just trading a retracement now. All right, a retracement. Yeah, so that's what I see with Euro odd, but I'm bearish long term on Euro odd. GBP odd also bearish long term. Remember GBP odd, guys, we spoke about GBP odd. It's been going down. There is a short that's gonna develop very soon there, so I'm keeping an eye on it. And then Euro pound, I'm bullish. Euro odd, I'm bullish. Sorry, I'm bearish. Yeah, so just be aware of that. There. Okay. Oh, I see. T, what's your input on pound yen? Is it trapped within support? Yeah, pound yen, this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking at the moment. Pound yen is gonna break towards the upside. It's still correcting, right? It's still correcting. It's gonna break towards the upside. Let me do this. Yeah, pound yen, it's just a matter of time before it breaks towards the upside. At the moment, it's correcting. We are having a deep correction, right? A deep correction. And if it's a deep correction, that means this is going to happen. Let me show you. Right? You mentioned the trend line. I'm not sure which trend line you're speaking about, but if you're looking at something like this, right? You can see how we broke out of the trend line is because of this correction, right? So we've got a deeper correction here. This deeper correction, in terms of the fib, it's not clear as yet in terms of where it's gonna go, but this area here, let me go back to the lower. There we go. So I've drawn this line for a reason. I've been having this line since, I don't know, since 2 weeks. So we want to check if it will bounce from this line, right? Already we have the first low. Now we are gunning for the second low. At some point, this thing is going to break out and go towards the upside at some point. You see how it is? So at the moment, it's still correcting. In terms of the support trend line you're talking about, I'm not sure which trend line you are talking about here. Yeah, I'm not sure which trend line. Let me see. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? But yeah, so just be patient with this one. Just be patient with this one. It broke out of the bigger structure. This was the bigger structure here, right? It broke out of the bigger structure. There's a potential it may come back to tap the structure, right? Possibilities are there. It may come back to tap the structure before it goes up. So yeah, so this is where we're in right now. So just give it a day or two. Watch the daily candlesticks, watch the daily time frame, give it a day or two, and then we'll see tomorrow what's going to happen. Just give it a day or two. It is doing this because the yen pairs are correcting right now. You look at your CAD yen, your Euro yen, they are correcting right now. So there's a bit of strength on the yen at the moment. All right. So yeah. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay. For Euro AUD, it's dangerous to enter now. I mean, the only thing that will tell you to enter any setup is your strategy, right? So your strategy, if your strategy tells you to enter there, remember strategies are different, all right? So if your strategy tells you to enter there and then you trust your strategy, then you go for it, right? And for some of you guys, that's why I said that, you know, I would not look for a trade here, right? Is because my entry has not developed, so I would wait. You see how it is? I would wait a little bit. All right. Yeah, so Euro odd, let's see what's going to happen. But I'm looking at pound odd. I'm bearish on pound odd, right? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this move all the way down here, right? In fact, seems like there is going to be a trade very soon. Seems like there is going to be a trade very soon. I'll just have to sit down and analyze this properly. But you see, as it is right now, I would look for a lower high. I would look for a lower high. It might be on the fib. I would look for a lower high, and then I would look for a short. Okay, yeah, I would look for a lower high. I would wait for a lower high to form, and then I would look for a short. So I'm still looking for downside on GBP AUD. So there's a short that's going to develop. The market is correcting now. Gonna wait a little bit for the correction and then a continuation down. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. And I can see GBPCAD also went down. There was a time where we spoke about GBPCAD. You see that? Yo, yeah, this one definitely, I missed this one. It's still going down. I missed this one. There was a time where we spoke about GBPCAD and we said this thing is going to drop. This thing is going to drop. It pushed up a little bit, but now it has dropped. All right. So yeah, I'm hoping for a trade on GBPCAD all the way down to, in fact, the initial take profit, right, from where we spoke about it was, I think it was somewhere here, the initial take profit. We said any downside is going to come back down here. If not, then it's gonna go down to this area. All right. So we're going down now. I'm hoping for an entry on this one, maybe get a correction and then go back down. If not, yeah, I'm late on this one. You see how it is? I'm late on this one. But yeah, it's either coming back down here or all the way down there. US 100. Yeah, NASDAQ, we are looking for a buy on NASDAQ. We are looking for a buy. NASDAQ is already low. You see that? So the way we spoke about NASDAQ, okay, so I don't know which time frames you're looking at NASDAQ, but I'm looking at the weekly and the daily time frame, right? I'm looking at the weekly, the daily time frame, and on the weekly and the daily, we have an overall bullish structure. So what price is doing, it's looking for a higher low right now. It's looking for a higher low, all right? So where it is, I'm not interested in selling NASDAQ. I'm interested in buying NASDAQ, right? I don't have a trade as yet because my setup is not ready. But once this breaks, you see this channel. Once price breaks out of this channel, Once price breaks out of this channel, then we are looking at getting this move up, this push towards the upside, right? So yeah, so we're looking for a higher low, of the bigger structure. If you guys are holding sells on NASDAQ, just be aware of NASDAQ where it is on the daily time frame, where it is. It already broke the low. This is where it is. So it's looking for a higher low at the moment, right? So just be aware of where it is. Yeah, so myself, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. All right. Okay, cool. So this is where this is your buffet, guys. This is your buffet. All right. We've got gold shorts on gold, USD silver shorts, GBP USD shorts, USD JPY longs. This is the buffet right here. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but if you like your steak, all right, if you like your steak, you can just, yeah, I don't know. It's a Wednesday today. Maybe you've got some, I don't know, some sirloin, some ribeye, some porterhouse. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what's moving today, guys. Gold, silver, GBP USD, USD JPY, USD JPY, USD JPY. Yeah. So keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. All right, so let me give you guys just some updates on Porterhouse for the win. Which one is Porterhouse? Which one is Porterhouse Particles? Let's see. I think gold. I think gold, yeah. All right. So the FOMC, guys, FOMC, still one of the most important events for the month, because the interest rates decision itself is always only half the story. I don't know if you guys have noticed that interest rates it's only half of the story, right? The other story, the other half is the guidance and the tone of the Fed chair. That's why in the earlier session I told you guys that the announcement of the rates is just half the story. The other half, which is important, is what the Fed chair says, the press conference, what the Fed chair says. His tone and guidance is going to be very important, right? So we're all expecting a hold on the interest rates. Inflation remains above target. The Fed is likely to wait for more data before making another move, but markets continue to assign a higher probability of, a higher probability to no change than to a hike. So right now, the markets have been pricing in and are expecting a no change. All right. So the press conference, this is where the volatility will come. If Kevin Wash would suggest, maybe, let's say, would suggest inflation risks remain the main concern, markets could price in a greater chance of a September hike. We are looking at what's this? The oil prices. There's a bit of a concern now. So if the Fed chair during his press conference, if he mentions or he speaks something to the effect of inflation risks remain the primary concern, then there's a high chance that on the next meeting, which is going to be in September, we're going to get a hike. We're going to get a hike. So what are we watching now? We are watching the interest rates decision. Any changes to the statement, Kevin Wash's comments on inflation and the labor market, and whether he gives any hints that September, the September meeting, we're gonna get a rate hike or not. Right? I think this is what I want you guys to keep an eye on. Preston, I gave gold a beating today. Nice. But the problem is it's 2-6 for gold still. It's 2-6. Oh, so you are behind 2. It gave you 6 beatings. Yeah, what do you mean there? FOMC, what to watch. Yo, my fingers are all right. So we've got the following, guys, right? And then on tomorrow's session we'll talk about this. I want you guys to watch the rate decision itself. The rate decision itself, right? Forecast is 3.5 to 3.75%. That is the forecast. That is the forecast. Okay, so watch out for this. You see, when it comes to gold, guys, you have to be patient. Gold, NASDAQ, US 30, you have to be patient with these ones. Don't rush them, because patience is exactly what will pay you. All right. So obviously, I don't know how you are trading gold, but just wait just a little bit, right? And then you'll see how it will pay you. Any changes to the FOMC statement? Any changes to the statement? Wash's comments on inflation. On inflation and labor market. Whoa, this thing wants, okay. And then the last one is, yeah, I think watch out for this, and any hints, of course, right? Any hints on September rate hike. This is, now what I'm giving you guys here is education, right? Whenever you want to do your analysis on interest rates, like I said, the rate decision on its own is half the story. The rest of the story that's important is what Kevin Wash is going to say, what the Fed president is going to say. So whether you try to do analysis on the Euro interest rates, the JPY interest rates, this, well, depending of course on the economy and what they're trying to achieve, but this is how you do analysis, right? I'm not going to get too deep into this, but start here first. But now this needs you to watch the press conference, right? It needs you to watch the press conference. And also don't expect things to move immediately. Don't expect things to move immediately. Press conference is very important. There we go. So if they come out and say at 8 p.m., if they say the rates remain unchanged, 3.75%, nothing's going to happen, right? 30 minutes after that, that's where the house will be on fire. If the roof will be on fire, that's when things are going to move. So just a bit of nuggets there on the interest rates. Right, just a bit of nuggets on the interest rates. Yeah, this is what to watch. All right, guys. Preston, yeah, you see, when it comes to gold, just be patient, right? You will recover, don't worry. As long as you watch myself and Ash, you will recover, right? Gold is going to start respecting you now. It's going to call you by your name. It's going to call you by your name now. All right, but these are the movers, guys. These are the movers. All right, so you will pick your poison and then you'll give me an update from there. Give me an update from there. All right, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff, right? Great stuff. Now remember, education sessions are coming back. You guys should have gotten, or you are going to receive an email confirming that, right? So the new system is back, or well, it's going live. TD Markets Academy is going live. So an email will be sent out to all our clients. And yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Yeah, just watch out for the email, guys. Just watch out for the email. Great stuff. All right. Is the ZAR going up? Is the ZAR going up to 1760? Let's see. 1617 on the ZAR. Oh wait, 1760. 1760 on the ZAR. Let's have a look. $17.20. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's happening here? Okay, I can see what's happening. All right. So I'm focused on this structure. I'm focusing on this structure because that's where the story is right now. All right. I'm focusing on this structure. Now, let me show you what the structure is doing. So we can see here that we have a higher low here. We can see that we've got a higher low, right? This higher low, in fact, is on the demand zone. So when the market went up, right, it formed a demand zone. So that's where the higher low is, on the demand zone. So now this higher low, as per the structure, should take us back to this high, which is, I think it's on that 1720, right? So that high is on 1720. Yeah, 1725. So USD ZAR right now, right? The ZAR is taking a knock, we can see, and because of the structure now, seems like we are going back to complete the structure. We are going back to 1724. 1724. That's where we're going. So yeah, I would be on the same. I would agree, right? Looking at what's happening, I would agree. I just want to see. Yeah, there is going to be a trading opportunity. There is going to be a trading opportunity somewhere here. Let me do this. So first, it seems like we first need to break 1697. We first need to break 1697. All right. So there is a correction that's forming at the moment. So we broke the structure. We broke the structure that was keeping price. So the market broke out of this consolidation here. Consolidation, all right. And then we formed a new high. The trend has turned bullish. So there's a correction that's forming at the moment. So we first need to go up to 1697. And a break above that should lead us to 1724. Yeah, I would first lean on 1697 first. I would first lean on 1967. All right. I think this is likely gonna be a nice a nice trade towards the upside. Yeah, one more push, 1697, and then we'll take it from there. But this higher low here, if we're looking for buys, this higher low is good. It's good for us. But when should we receive the email, do you think? I don't know. Today or tomorrow? I don't know. Today, tomorrow should be sent, but before the end of this week. Before the end of this week. T, are you guys gonna offer beginners intermediary? Yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit different this time around, right? Yeah, we still have the levels, beginner, intermediary, but it's gonna be a little bit different this time around, right? It's a little bit different this time around. Is Euro USD moving to 1.14? Well, let's see. 1.14. Well, it's coming from 1.14. It's coming from 1.14, right? I'm expecting it to move to 1.13. Yeah, I'm expecting it to move to 1.13. It's coming from 1.14. It might retrace to 1.14. It might do that, but overall, I'm expecting it to go to 1.13. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are. This is where we are. So let's keep an eye. CAD JPY is moving. Look at that. CAD JPY is moving now. All right. Yeah. So my watch list, guys, right? My watch list is the US dollar, the JPY, and the pound. This is what I'm watching for. This is my watch list here. All right. Yeah, the dollar strong, the pound weak, the dollar strong, the yen weak, the pound weak as well. So pound and yen weak, dollar strong. All right. Great stuff, guys. Let's not miss out. Let's not miss out. Let's continue. All right. And yeah, so we're going to end it here for today. These are your movers. These are your movers. You guys will come and tell me what happened afterwards. These are your movers. All right. We've got the Porter House. We've got a Porter House. We've got a nice sirloin steak. We've got a nice ribeye. And then we've got some ribs. I think USD JPY is your beef ribs, not your pork, your beef ribs. GBP USD is your sirloin, no, ribeye, silver sirloin, and gold Porter House. Oh yeah, choose your poison. I'm done. I'll catch you guys later on. Yeah, so we're done. This is where we're gonna end it. These are your movers. I'll see you guys at 6. Yeah, at 6 p.m. Catch you guys at 6 p.m. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Have a good one.